Hi everyone, today we're going to be drawing a rainbow flower garden. You're going to need something to draw on. I'm just using white paper in my sketchbook. You're going to need something to draw with. I'm just using a black marker. And you're also going to need something to color with in the rainbow order. So I'm using markers to color with, but you can use different supplies that I have. Colored pencils, crayons, maybe you want to do this digitally on the computer. The first thing is we're going to draw our flowers in our garden. There are so many different shapes and types of flowers. I'm going to do a few on my paper. You can do ones that are similar to mine, or you can go outside and look at some flowers or look at pictures of flowers and do different kinds. I am going to use shapes and lines that I know to make these flowers. So let's see. I'm going to start with one that I've seen a lot of you make before. And it starts with a circle, and then I'm going to put over the hill lines going around it for the petals. Then I don't want my flower just to be floating. I want it to look like it's actually growing out of my garden or out of the ground. So I'm going to need to add a stem. So for this stem, I just put 2 straight lines down, and then I'm going to color in the stem in between those lines. Sometimes the stems might have leaves on them, so if you want to add a leaf, you could do that too. Alright, and I have to keep going. We're going to be drawing flowers and then coloring them in the rainbow order. There are 7 colors in the rainbow, so I'm going to need at least 7 different flowers. Alright, maybe my next flower I'll have be a little bit shorter. This time I drew the stem first. For this one, I think I'm going to do more of a tulip shape. So I'm going to draw this letter U, or a smiley line, and I'm going to put a zigzag line on top of it. And I think for this one I will not give it a leaf. Okay, let's try another one. Sometimes I notice flowers, let's do a really tall one, are more of this circle shape, and they might just have petals coming in the middle. So I just drew little lines to show those petals. Maybe this stem I'll have be a wavy line, and maybe I'll have it have little leaves all along the stem. 1, 2, 3. I still have to fit 4 more, so I might have to squeeze these ones a little bit closer together. Alright, how about a flower that has more pointy looking petals, like that. And then I could put a circle in the middle, or sometimes, for kind of a decoration, I like to put a spiral or swirl in the middle. Then I'll give it a stem, and maybe this one I'll give leaf with a jagged edge, like that. Alright, so if I'm thinking about my rainbow order, I have red, orange, yellow, green. I need blue, indigo, purple. Oh, I don't know if I can fit 3 down there, so I think I might squeeze another one in over here. Maybe this will be a really tall flower. Sometimes I make flowers by starting with just this little kind of a blob shape, and then I add over the hill lines coming around to look like petals. Every time I start a new over the hill line coming around, I don't start it where the other one ended. I start it on top of the last line I drew. This flower is kind of going off the edge of the paper, but that's okay. And then I'll give this one a little bit of a wavy stem. I'll put a few leaves on there. Alright, so now I have red, orange, yellow, green, blue. Now I just need indigo and purple too. So 2 more. Let's see. What flower shape have I not done? How about for indigo, I'll do another really short flower. And maybe this one I'll have where I draw a petal. This is kind of another way of drawing a tulip. kind of draw these petals coming around like they're opening, and then one in the back. Or maybe it's one of those flowers that has a piece in the center kind of poking up like that. All right, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, purple too. I just have my purple one left, the last color of the rainbow, purple or violet. For this one, I think I'm going to draw, sometimes I see these flowers, it's like they're made out of these little pieces. And then there's leaves popping up. Almost looks like grapes. And then a stem. All right, after you've drawn your 7 flowers, then you're going to color them in the rainbow order. One last reminder about the rainbow order. I'll show you with my markers. It goes like this. Red would be first, orange, yellow, green, red, orange, yellow, green, blue, then indigo. This can be a tricky color sometimes. I always think of indigo as kind of like in between blue and purple, almost like it creates this darker blue shade, and then purple is last. In class sometimes we sing that song as we're coloring to remember the order, like this. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and purple too. I'll post a picture of my flowers when I'm done coloring them in the rainbow order. Don't forget to send me your pictures when you're done too.